Hello, well the action here, the Embassy Whirlpool Championships of 2003 just keeps on getting better and better. And next up we have the ladies final between two ladies who have pretty much dominated this event for the last 4 years. It's Sue Thompson, the reigning world champion, up against Lisa Quick, the number 2 seed, over 15 frames to decide who will become this year's world champion. Well, I'm delighted to say that Vicky Layton, the UK ladies 2002 champion, has joined me in the studio. Vicky, what happened to you in this one?
Well, I got beaten the last 16 by Lisa Quick. Thought it was going to be the same as 2 years ago when I played her in the last 16 as well. Knocked her out when she was defending champion, but it wasn't to be. Too many mistakes.
You're the expert, you know these players so well. Who do you think is going to win the title today?
I think on current form it's got to be Sue, is favourite for this tournament. She's just won every single tournament she's entered in the last 18 months and just been outstanding.
She is such a strong player. Let's just take a look at her statistics and how she's got through to the final. Very comfortable.
Yes, it was.
6-4 in the last 16, pushed slightly there, but then after that, losing only 2 frames in the next 2 matches. She's with Alan Hughes at the moment. Let's hear what she has to say.
Yes, Mark, well, I've got Sue Thompson here with me, appearing in her 9th final, raring to go, undefeated in 18 months. How's you coming into today's final feeling?
Feeling really good. I've been practising a lot more. I've got my table back at home, you know, with my mum and dad's, and since I've had the table back at home, I haven't gone wrong in any of the tournaments, so I'm looking forward to today. Should be a good final.
Are you confident?
Yes.
All the very best.
The reigning champion, very, very confident indeed. She's a confident player, isn't she?
She's very confident, yes. She's just an out-and-out potter. She don't like to play tactics, anything. She just goes for it. She sees the finish there. She doesn't play safe.
Absolutely. Well, she's up against a very attacking player in the shape of Lisa Quick, who's very recently dyed her hair blonde. The new look, Lisa Quick. She's had a tough route to the final. She
has had a very tough route to the final. As you can see there, myself in the last 16, after being 5-3 up, she's come back and beat me 6-5. Vanessa also gave her a great game and had chances to win the last frame. Emma Cunningham, young girl from Northern Ireland, 15 years of age, losing by potting the black and the white.
Well, it's a tough, tough sport, this. But I think that Lisa's with Alan, so let's hear what Lisa has to say.
Well, Mark, now I've got Lisa Quick here with me, and she is appearing in another final. It seems like old times to be back here once again. What's the preparation been this year?
This year I've been a lot more serious, I think. Less party and a bit more practice, and just really looking forward to it now.
Are you going to go into the match in a different frame of mind? You got any tactical plans?
No tactics, just play it how I see it, really.
Then you do very well today. Many congratulations for getting here. Lisa Quick, thank you.
Now, Lisa is a very laid-back character, but Vicky, to me, she looks slightly nervous then.
I wouldn't say nervous, no. I was talking to her last night and she's up for this match. After her performance last year, she's very keen to get this title back.
Come on then, give me a scoreline prediction.
I wouldn't say a scoreline prediction, but I just feel that Lisa Quick is destined to win this tournament after the way she's come through the round-robin stages. But I'm going to have to stick my neck out and go for Sue Thompson with just the performance she's been playing the last 18 months. She's been absolutely superb. OK, well, it's going to be a very tough match. Whatever happens, for the introductions, I'll hand you over to our MC, Mr. Alan Hughes.
Well, thank you, Mark. Let's welcome the players in this magnificent final. First, we welcome the only player to have held the World Pool and Snooker titles in the same year, and she's reached the pool final 4 times in the last 5 years. A tremendous achievement, ladies and gentlemen. Will you welcome into the arena the very talented Lisa Quick. And, ladies and gentlemen, her opponent, the defending champion with an equally impressive record and going for a 5th world title, who is undefeated in top-class tournaments for 18 months. Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome the reigning Embassy world champion, Sue Thompson.
Well, the ladies' final, this is the one we've all been waiting for. The number 1 seed, Sue Thompson, versus the number 2 seed, Lisa Quick. This isn't an instant replay of last year's final. It's 2003, but Lisa Quick will be looking to avenge that loss from last year. It was a very one-sided victory for Sue Thompson. 8-3 the final last year, Red. And this year, Lisa's hoping to write a different chapter in that book. Well, alongside me, former England captain and UK #1 for no less than 10 years, Keith Brewer. And Keith, it seems like every year the ladies' final just seems to get better and better, and this does present a tremendous contest, doesn't it?
Well, Jim, yeah, it's good to be back. And we're looking at two of undoubtedly the greatest lady players that have ever played pool.
Well, both so gifted and so aggressively minded, too. These two go after it. They don't wait about. I mean, Sue, obviously, the upper hand, psychologically anyway, having won this event last year over Lisa Quick. But she has lost to Lisa Quick on no less than 2 occasions. In the '99 semifinal, 7-3, and also in the semifinals to Lisa, she lost in 2001, a 7-4 scoreline. So if nothing else, Lisa Quick knows the lady at the table is beatable.
Right, well, Sue at the table. She's been playing tremendous this week. I've watched a couple of her matches, and one of the interesting ones, Jim, was the one when she played Linda in the semi-final. And a lot of people thought, well, because Linda's got the tactical expertise, there could be an interesting result there, but Sue just really blew her away.
Yeah, Sue has seemed to own Linda over the last few years. Linda Ledbetter was dominant in the early 90s, early and mid 90s, in fact, when Embassy kicked off its sponsorship here in the World Championship. She owned this event.
30 seconds.
4 world titles in the early days. And there's a foul from Sue Thompson. We're going to get our first look at Lisa Quick. But ever since Lisa and Sue have come on the scene, they are a gear apart from the rest of the field.
I suppose the only way you can look at this last shot was that Sue did play it in an aggressive manner. She's tried to come off the 2 rails and actually make the ball, where a lot of players would probably have just settled for coming across the table and trying to leave it over the pocket. And in doing so, she's misjudged it and give Lisa 2 visits.
Contrasting paths en route to this final as well, Keith. Lisa Quick was made to have to suffer through a few one-frame deciders in both her quarterfinal lineup and semifinal match. Both 7-6 wins. Where by contrast, Sue Thompson breezed through with a 7-1 win in the quarters and 7-2, as you noted, over Linda Ledbetter. Lisa Quick right now is staring at the first frame and a chance to seize it. 3 open reds.
But one thing that Lisa has shown this week is real battling qualities, because on a number of occasions where she's been behind in matches and she's come back to pinch it on the deciding frame, to look at the last 3 rounds and win every match on the decider shows a lot of character.
Yeah, she's got her second visit in now, given the foul, but look at this. That is unbelievable, inexcusable, to be fair. Totally mishit that cue ball. And that is probably as good a sign of early nerves as you're going to see, Keith.
Well, just can't believe what I've seen. I mean, a gift of a chance, really, with 2 visits on this match, and then to play a shot like that. That's just the adrenaline pumping, isn't it? First frame as well. Probably not settled 100% yet. But I bet Sue really can't believe her luck here.
And this will go a long ways to settling Sue Thompson's confidence. The defending champion slots the 8 into the center and opens accounts here in the Ladies Embassy World Final. She leads Lisa Quick 1-0 in this best of 15 final. But who could have thought that? After Sue Thompson fouled, most people, I'm sure, as were we, virtually given that frame to Lisa Quick, but not to be. And Lisa's got to erase the memories of how she let that one slip away. One more look at the shot that cost her so dearly. She just drew that cue ball right back into the center pocket, never looked anywhere but into the center pocket. What a scare she survived in her semifinal match against 15-year-old Emma Cunningham, did Lisa Quick. A 7-6 win, but at 6-6, Emma Cunningham potted the black only to go in off and give the match to Lisa, and that's how she got here to the final. She's on borrowed time.
Foul.
What a break-off. At least the referee survived that one.
2 visits, open table. Time running.
Well, inexcusable at this level, Jim, to go off the table, because that is actually 2 visits, not 1 visit. That's the only time that happens from the break, and that is, wow, what about that for power?
Well, Sue obviously can have a smile about that, probably because she didn't kill the referee.
Now what Lisa's got to make sure she does is get this frame under her belt, because she's already let one slip and she doesn't want to let another one slip. One of the things you've got to do at this level is when your opponents make mistakes, you've got to punish them, especially when you're playing someone as good as Sue. You've got to let them know that you're up for the game.
Those little mind games that players play amongst each other that go on off the table. That's a very important one you just alluded to, Keith. Vital. Otherwise, you'll see your opponent grow in confidence. If they sense that you're struggling in any way, when they smell blood, well, they start to circle their prey, don't they? And a sure sign. This looks a lot more confident from Lisa. And as I said, will go a long way to erase the memory of that last frame.
Well, I would take it that the way she's playing this, Jim, that this last red must go into the centre pocket. And she's really never been out of position here. Perfect finish so far.
Taking no chances, though, just having our referee, Steve Brooker, clean that cue ball. You gotta like the fact that she's composed enough to think about this. Still 2 visits, remember, with the foul from the break, though remains to be seen if she'll need it, and it's not likely. And the 8 departs the table, and you can see Lisa Quick with a little stamp of the cue punctuates that win. 1-1, Sue Thompson and Lisa Quick. Well, let's give them their due. They are playing in the final of the Embassy Ladies World Singles event. And nothing down for Lisa. She didn't even stick around to watch the ball. She went back to her chair. I think she's disgusted with her performance in these first 4 frames. She raises the bar so high on her level of play, and I think she is just totally frustrated with how she is set out here in this final.
Just amazing on that break. We're talking about powerful breaks, but the number of balls that finished in the top half of the table I've never seen.
Red ball's in play.
Delayed action on the red there. The red actually sat up for about 5 seconds before it dropped.
Watch this. Slow motion, and down it goes.
Another thing to notice while she played that shot as well is that she sent a yellow right down the table and covered the bottom left-hand pocket. So this makes this finish even harder now. Yellows are actually in a good position if Lisa can get to the table.
But she has to feel very strong right now, almost as though even if she gives Lisa a chance, she's not going to be punished. That's a terrific feeling. You never wish ill on your opponent, but when you feel like you're allowed a mistake or even more in a frame and you can still secure it, eventually you're going to grow.
Yeah, she can certainly sense that Lisa's making mistakes. She's not settled, and like you say, Jim, you know, you feel like you can play, you know, and you're going to get a second bite of the cherry every time.
Just takes all the pressure off, Keith.
30 seconds.
And you do tend to take more chances, and when you feel like you can take more chances, things happen.
Yellow ball's in play.
Great attempt there by Sue. Maybe even a cheeky attempt, depends what way you want to look at it. I mean, to try the double into the middle, but she wouldn't normally try that.
My point exactly, Keith. That's what I mean when I said you get to feel like you can take more chances and you allow better things to happen.
So once again, an opportunity for Lisa in this frame. The only problem ball would probably be the yellow on the bottom rail here near the
30 seconds.
near the red, because it doesn't pass into the right hand pocket, but it will plant onto the other one over the pocket now. She's moving that one away. A bit surprised at that shot. I thought she'd have left that. Oh well, didn't realise this. This yellow flies him. Well, it's all there, Jim. Once again, I didn't realise that this potted so easily.
How important is this visit for Lisa, Keith?
Well, it's massive now, isn't it? Because she knows she's made mistakes. Now, has she done that on purpose? I'm not sure. I mean, there wasn't a lot of room. And sometimes when you know you're struggling, you do. I mean, look at that. She's actually played it into the cushion. I think she may have done that deliberately, Jim. I think she's bought the pocket. You do that, you know. I know from my experiences, if you know you're not hitting the ball well and things aren't going your way, what you do is you just tie the games up.
Well, Sue will have nothing to do with the tactical battle here, will she? She just keeps throwing the gauntlet down, forcing Lisa to go for yellows and try and pot out. Obviously feeling like she won't be able to do that.
Well, that's right, because she feels that Lisa hasn't taken any of the finishes out that she's had anyway. So she feels that she can present her with an opportunity like this and feel that she's probably going to fall over somewhere. But to be fair, if Lisa just plays like she normally plays, this is an easy finish for her. Overrun it slightly though. It's funny how little things keep on happening, Jim, isn't it, when it's not running your way.
Well, the match table, in talking to a few of the players that have already competed on it, say that it's been running faster than anything they've ever played on. And there's another indication right there. Overhit that by about 18 inches, I'd say.
Well, this is a mistake though, Jim, isn't it? A positional mistake. I mean, she should still get this in the centre pocket though. She's good enough to get this. And that's perfect.
What a shot. What a recovery.
Yeah, I think what we've got to bear in mind, and I know that both of these girls have been in many finals, but I'm sure that our viewers at home don't realise is that we don't always play on an 8-foot table. And for the girls, this is their first time playing on it. They play on 7-foot tables and all the rounds up till the final. And then they come on here. And sometimes if you've not been playing on the table, you're not familiar with how it's rolling, playing, the speed, etc. And you can excuse them for the odd mistake. But some of the mistakes we've seen so far have been completely outrageous.
Well, nothing short of a glaring mistake is going to stop Lisa Quick from seizing frame number 5. And that's nicely controlled onto this 8 into the right center. Go a long ways to helping her out. And she gets it. Lisa Quick, a clearance, a much-needed clearance, it is fair to say. 3-2, Sue Thompson still leads in this race to 8.
Sue Thompson.
Frame number 10.
Leading by 6 frames to 3.
Sue, just a quick look to make sure everything's touching, and once she's assured of that, the next order of business will be to try to pocket red or yellow off the break. And the break has not proved an ally for either one of these ladies in this final.
That's right. They've both been breaking very powerfully. But not many balls going in on the break in this match. So yet again, another chance here for Lisa.
A lot easier to smile when you've got a 3-frame cushion. Mind you, if Lisa can secure this one, she'll be breaking in the next.
Red ball's in play.
Well, that was a bit careless. You can see her shaking her head. This was not the intended red.
No, and she shouldn't let her head get down here because the reds are actually very good. She can still cut this one back into the middle. It's a big pocket with the yellow being there as well. She won't be going in off because she'll be cutting it nice and thin.
30 seconds.
Obviously playful one on the bottom rail, but I'm going to go to plan B now. That's not too bad at all. Could be a lot worse. She's knocked the red over the pocket. There's a bit of space to get the cue ball in there.
Bit of an insurance policy too, top right. So she may not remove that one with any haste. But you can see, Keith, as you've already noted, it's just a matter of controlling the cue ball here into areas of the table with which to attack the reds. The black available.
30 seconds.
Well, I think surely she's got to come down table after this shot. Not the one, this is the ball. Come down the table now for these two. Well, we're going another way here. I just don't understand this. Unfortunately, surely you had to come down.
Yeah, she could have saved the two reds, the far end of the table left and top right, to the end, Keith, because this was an insurance policy, just if she should miss. And now, all her eggs are in one basket.
Yes, they certainly are, and I think most of the players really would have not taken these two balls first. They would have come down table for these two reds. Anyway, we all see it a different way, especially when you're out there under pressure. I think we should all bear that in mind. It is the world final. You only have a minute to make up your mind. When you hit that 30-second go, you've got to play your shot. Okay, well, a little bit away from the work, but if we can play this with a bit of drag and a bit of side, you should be able to hold for the last red on the rail. This is the key shot coming up now. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
When you're struggling, those pockets look like mouse's ear holes.
Always a danger, of course, if you're trying to roll a ball in. That's why I suggested maybe play it with a bit of drag. And that's why we don't like rolling them. Quite simple as that. Whether she'll get another go, well, you'd like to think so if you look at where the yellows are positioned on the left-hand side, but we fought this about 3 or 4 frames ago, Jim, and Sue took out a really nice finish.
Well, this one would put her on the hill at 7-3. Good little shot there. The problem yellow is the one just below the cue ball now. Unless she can get below that yellow to play it top left.
Well, I'll tell you what she can do, Jim. If she leaves the ball over the middle that she's just cannoned into, she can play that yellow up onto it and maybe make it into the middle. Now, she's thinking that in her mind, she will leave the one over the middle.
Well, if she wants to do that, Keith, she's got to play this yellow bottom right
30
then.
seconds.
Try and get that now and take the cue ball over the left-hand side. I don't know whether the angle presents that shot. Possibly not. But I think in leaving it, that's exactly what she's going to do.
Yeah.
And you've got to like the way her thought process is there.
Absolutely. She's definitely looking at the finish. And she's played the ball. What she's done, she's deliberately left the angle on this yellow at the bottom now, and she's going to screw in behind it. Because it isn't one of where you can't just roll it up the cushion, otherwise the ball won't drop in. You've got to play it up the cushion so the yellow comes away slightly and then makes the pot in the middle. So she needs to get, well, what about that?
Then again,
what do we know?
when you can play like Sue Thompson and you've got 4 world titles already secured on your resume, you don't rule anything out. What a shot there. Didn't look like the conventional path, Keith, but she's just hacked a path through the woods nevertheless.
What you have to admire, especially for a lady player, is the cue power. I mean, there's a lot of men that would have struggled to play shots like that, and that was a fantastic shot.
You know what else I like about Sue, and we've seen it in years past, is when she sees the finish line, her game raises a level or two. And they always say the toughest ones to win are the first and the last. With Sue, I don't know if that holds true. 6-3 in front as we speak. And it's the first to 8. This would take her to 7-3. All she needs is the black to secure that lead. Confirmation now. 1 frame win away from yet another title as Sue Thompson. 7-3 in front of Lisa Quick. Keith, that was some finish.
Yeah, it was. It was a high quality finish from a high quality player, and I mean, you could be forgiven for saying that, you know, there's a lot of players would have gone for the safeties, but just look at this shot here. We'd already called another shot, but what a fantastic shot. Plenty of cue power. You can only admire that.
Well, it just seemed like she had the angle to play the shot we noted. And the way that she played it, not only did it show cue power, but it showed a lot of confidence. The ability to know that she was going to hit that yellow and then clear them up, as you just saw again in our replay. And she didn't miss one in the replay either. 7-3. Sue Thompson on the verge of her 5th World Championship. Never before accomplished. Linda Ledbetter, who later became, or was earlier, sorry, Linda Moffat, got married, became Linda Ledbetter. She holds 4 world titles. And Sue Thompson looking to eclipse that mark. And standing in her way now is only Lisa Quick, with no room for error.
Well, another awesome break here. Just amazing that no balls are going down on the break. Just watch this. Everything moving around, and the black's moved about 1 inch off its spot.
Well, not to dredge up any bad memories from last year, but Lisa Quick got beat 8-3 in last year's final. And that's a scoreline that is imminent
30
in this
seconds.
year's final.
Yellow ball's in play.
Looking at the yellows, there's no reason that this match shouldn't be over right now. They all pot. There's nothing awkward. There's not even one awkward ball on the table.
Looks like, Keith, if she drops onto that one in the left center nearest the middle pocket, and that's exactly what she's looking at right now, just nearest the center pocket. If she can drop onto that, she might be able to feather that one into the side. So here we go. Won't get on it any better than this. And if she gets this, you have to fear the worst for Lisa Quick. think it's fair to say Lisa Quick wasn't at her best today, but that's to take nothing away from Sue Thompson. Looking to become the greatest lady player in the history of World Pool, with 5 World Championships. Just wants to make sure of things.
30 seconds.
Just bring this back out into the middle of the table, really, Keith.
Overdone it a little bit, I think, but couldn't afford to be short, and that was the secret there. And probably just come around the back off 2 cushions and take the black in the same pocket as this yellow.
Again, just a little extra time. Center pocket for a 5th World Championship. You can book it now, Sue Thompson. You have duplicated last year's effort. An 8-3 victory over Lisa Quick, and Sue Thompson has just secured her 5th Embassy Ladies World Championship.
A phenomenal achievement. Sue Thompson, a 5-time world champion. She played well.
She did, yes. Towards the end, she did play very well, hold herself together. Brilliant.
Lisa Quick slightly disappointed.
I should imagine she will be. She's had her chances to get back into this match, and it could have easily been her picking up the trophy now, but it just didn't happen for her.
Okay, well, Lisa Quick, it didn't quite happen for her this time, but she's with Alan. Let's hear what she has to say.
Well, girls, not a classic by any means, I'm sure you'd agree, but for all that, very entertaining final. It just seemed you couldn't get into the match today, Lisa, is that right?
Yeah, I think I had my chances, to be honest. I could have been 5-0 up, to be honest. It was me leaving Sue in, but after the interval, Sue played brilliant, and I didn't really get a look in.
No, I mean, the frame before the interval, when you got the 1 frame behind, it looked then as though you were going sort of 2 frames behind. All of a sudden, you're back in the match, but the second half, you never fired.
No, I mean, I really don't think I did get a chance in the second half. I made 1 mistake, which Sue, again, just capitalised on. You can't afford to make 1 mistake, really, against her. She's going to finish the table, so, you just got to give her credit.
Well, it's been a very interesting final. Maybe we get the feeling that you gave her a little bit too much respect.
No, I don't respect her, I just hate her now, so...
Sue, another great win, another final. How does it feel? Does it get easier?
No, I'm getting older as well. But yeah, we both didn't perform really the first session. It was a bit scrappy. We both missed a lot of balls. But I think with me leading 4-3 gave me a bit of confidence and sat in my chair and just concentrated and actually performed in the second session, which is nice.
Well, you haven't been beaten for 18 months. Does that put any more pressure on you each match you go out?
Yeah, because I think everybody's after me skin. Every match that you play and everyone wants to actually beat you. So, the pressure's there, but I seem to be performing under pressure, so it's really nice.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about once again your appreciation for both finalists? Thank you very much. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask you to welcome the presentation party consisting of Peter Manzi, Marketing Manager Imperial Tobacco Limited, accompanied by our Tournament Director, George Harwood. And ladies and gentlemen, first to the runner-up is a cheque for £1,500. Our congratulations once again for reaching a final. It goes to Lisa Quick. And now to the winner. It's a cheque for £2,500. There's a magnum of champagne to celebrate. And the title of this year's Ladies Embassy World 8-Ball Pool Champion goes to Sue Thompson. Sue Thompson, ladies and gentlemen.